October the 2nd, 2015 would go down as one bloody Saturday Nigerians would not forget in a hurry, with the twin bomb attacks unleashed on Kuje and NIIA towns in Abuja axis by suspected terrorists. The big question to this tragic story is, could these have been averted? What is the quality of Nigeria's intelligence network? What did Nigerians' defense and national intelligence do after getting a tip-off that a fugitive ISIS chief of a Palestinian origin got a visa to Nigeria barely a month ago? Indeed, these are many unanswered questions on who did or who just didn't do what and why. Welcome to Question Time. I'm Benga Ashiru. You may also join in this conversation by sending us your comments on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Still trying to come to grips with the tragic twin bombing of NIIA and Kuje, which left 18 people dead and 41 injured. What is the security implication of this incident hitting the very heart of the country, coming at a time when the Nigerian military claims it's winning the war? Channels Television was at the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs in Victoria Island, Lagos, where we met with the Director General of the Institute, Professor Bola Akinterinwa. It says the twin bombing in NIIA and Kuje is as a result of the coordinated attacks from the multinational forces dislodging the terrorist base in the northeastern Nigeria. Professor Akinterinwa also comments on the Hajj stampede. It says the Saudi authority must take responsibility for the incidents. Now, how do you see the operations of the multinational joint task force in tackling the Boko Haram insurgency? The President Muhammadu Buhari, has said as much, and he has expressed confidence on the international collaboration in tackling insurgency. Do you think this is the way forward?
I would think that it has been a very positive development. If you look at the principle of hot pursuit in international law, which deals, applies in the context of maritime criminal activities, meaning that you continue to pursue the enemy, the criminal, all right, even to high seas, beyond your territorial waters. We had that development in the context of the Boko Haram on land. Whenever the Boko Haramis, for instance, strike, they try to quickly reverse when they are being pursued by the Nigerian military. All right? They commit the crime on Nigerian soil and they try to run back to Cameroon, to Chad, to Niger. Now, with the partnership, with the collaboration at the level of the multinational joint task force, it's no longer possible. As they launch attack here, the partners, the immediate neighbors, are also pursuing them. So they are now found in between, you know, the shooting range of the Nigerian military and the immediate neighbors. So this has been very helpful in such a way now that they are being pursued from the side of the Nigerian, the Chadians, the Cameroonians, and the Nigerian soldiers are also here pursuing them. That's why they are on the run. So I think that to a great extent, the establishment, the putting in place of the joint multinational task force has been very, very helpful.
It's hard to conceive that if the federal government and Nigeria's military is making progress in the war against insurgents, how do we explain the recent multiple bombing in Soje, Kuje, Suleja, Kuje, and NIIA?
What is happening now is that because they are being rooted out from their heap saving from the forest there, now they are still able to escape with you know, small arms. They are still able to move here and there and launch attacks.
But wouldn't this be seen as an advancement of the Boko Haram troops into the mainland? Would you still call that a success on the military operations against the Boko Haram?
We can look at it in two different but complementary ways. We can rightly argue that, yes, they are not making any progress because the launching of their attacks has always taken place within the same area, Abuja area, and the northeast, Borno State, Maiduguri area. That's what we have been able to identify as the main theater of their attacks. For instance, if you look at the attack against the United Nations office, then the one in Nyanya, Suleja areas, all right, this is FCT. That's where they started, all right? But when efforts were made and gallantly by the Nigerian military, they moved away immediately before they now reorganized themselves and went to Sambisa forest, and now they are being chased out there again.
You can also be a part of this conversation by sending us your comments on our various social media platforms showing on your screen. Coming up on Question Time, what is Professor Akinterinwa's view about negotiating with Boko Haram? Find out after the break.